I speak unto thee this day, and I say how much I, the living God, do long for my people to be trusting me. That is, trusting and believing in me, knowing that I'm able, that I will make the way. But I say the ones who are claiming to be my people are not trusting me at all. But I say they are trusting in demons, they are trusting in the world, they are trusting in the vanities contained therein. And I say all the while they are a grief, a sorrow, a shame unto me, because they refuse to trust in me. Now stop and consider, if my own people would be trusting in me rather than the securities of the world, I say so would my kingdom be advanced. But I say you are living in a time when my own people have given themselves over to the securities of the world, or so they imagine. But I say what fools they are, for it is me, the living God, who can take the securities of the world and crash them down. That is, I can cause them to be lost even in a day, even in a moment, if I desire to do so. Yet I say that the ones who say that they are my people would rather trust in the promises of carnal men than to trust in me. And I say that my people would likewise prefer to trust what demons tell them rather than what I desire for them. And I say because they choose such a way, I say they are far from me. And I say because they have gone a-whoring after the ways of the heathen, I say they are trusting in demons, trusting in lies, trusting in falsehoods, while refusing to trust in me. But I say nonetheless that I, the living God, do search the land for the man, for the woman who will trust in me. For I say when I find one or another, or even a few that trust me, I say they are a blessing unto me. That is, they are a great treasure in a time, a generation, when men have gone a-whoring after the gods of the heathen, have given themselves to demons, have loved and trusted the world more than me. I say this day that I, the living God, do delight when my own people will believe what it is that I tell them and obey the same. For I say when my people will walk by faith in me and not by sight, then they are well-pleasing. I say you are living in a time when I, the living God, am bringing forth my wrath because people have refused to trust in me. Now I say that I will, through my wrath, be turning them over to the very gods, the very idols they have chosen, the very things they have bowed unto. And I say they will find themselves as servants of slaves of that which is darkness and evil on every hand. And I say because they have reached out to the arm of flesh, they are cursed in the same. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to be reliant, to be dependent upon the arm of flesh, but I say that I've called thee to be dependent upon me. That is, I have called thee to be uplifted and coming forth in the truth, the light, the strength that I give day by day. For I say when the ones who are claiming that they are my people will keep their confidence, their trust in me, I say they are brought forth. But I say when the ones who claim that they are my people make flesh their arm, of course they are cursed in the same. I say this day that I, the living God, never called my people to be dependent upon an evil, wicked government that can do nothing except bring them down. Yet I say there are multitudes who claim they love me, claim they serve me, yet I say they are continually looking to the God of government to bear rule over them. And I say if the government declares that they must indeed betray me, they will do the same. And I say if the government declares that they cannot worship me, I say they will cease from calling upon me. Now I would ask thee, are they faithful and true? No, I say they are as harlots, as whores, ever giving way to whatever it is that offers them this or that. That is, they are easily enticed, seduced, and led away from the truth, because they are not steadfast with me. Now stop and consider that I, the living God, have called thee to walk directly, to walk circumspectly, and come forth in my way. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful for the privilege to look to me, to believe in me, to trust in me. For I say it is me, the living God, that you are meant to be pleasing, meant to be serving, meant to be following after. And I say if you will be coming forth in the way that I, the living God, do intend and provide, you will be made glad in me. But I say if you are ever reaching out to darkness, to the arm of flesh, to the foolishness of this present age, I say you are reaching for lies, and I say you will be under the curse that comes to those who refuse to trust in me. I say so often the betrayal of my own people was because they refused to trust in me. That is, they thought that the ways of the heathen that I was bringing down and destroying were more remarkable than my ways. And I say that they thought that to bow to dumb idols and images was more exciting than to bow to me. And I say they thought to be under the curses perpetually that I, the living God, do put upon the disobedient, wayward, and rebellious fools was a more exciting way than the way that I provide. So I say, because of their failure to trust me, I say they suffered again and again and again because they refused to believe in me. Now stop and consider when you won't be trusting me, that is, when you fail to believe what it is that I say, you are bound in an evil heart of unbelief. And I say that the unbelieving believers will be under the wrath that I will reveal in this generation. For I say that I, the living God, will not hold back my anger nor my sore displeasure with those who've gone a-whoring after other gods. That is, the ones who have looked to the arm of flesh, who have believed in lies, who have believed demons, and the world above believing in me. Now stop and consider when those who claim that they are my people are refusing to trust themselves to me, what is it that they do? I say they take themselves in the way of the wayward, the careless fools who have no part in me. And I say they take themselves into the place of estrangement from my arrangement because they are believing in lies. But I say that I, the living God, never called my people to such a miserable existence, no, not at all. But I say that I called my people to look to me, to believe, to trust in me, for I am the one who is able. Now stop and consider if it is me, the living God, that you will be looking unto, believing and hoping in, you will be brought forth in my way. For I say that I, the living God, am the one ever present to give thee the truth and the light upon thy path. I say that I am the one ever present to give thee the abundance of mercy, the abundance of truth that is found in me. And I say if you will be partaking of the same, of course you are uplifted in my life. I say this day that I, the living God, do not find joy nor pleasure in a people who are ever craning the neck, straining the eye, and ogling the ways of the heathen. Nor do I find pleasure in a people who refuse to trust me in all that they do and all that pertains unto their life in me. And I say they are ever struggling, reaching out to the arm of flesh, but I say that it is all in vain. For I say when they gain the arm of flesh to be their dependency, they have gained the curse. I say this day that I, the living God, do not call my people to be cursed, but I call them to be blessed, yet I say they are not blessed of me. And I say the reason that they are not blessed of me is because they will not trust themselves to me. But I say they are ever searching, ever looking, ever being directed and guided in the way of fools, because they reach out to carnal men. And I say all the while they claim that it is me, the living God, who is directing them to do the same, but it is not true. For I say that I am intending that my own people would look to me to be directed by me. And I say it is me, the living God, who desires that my people would trust me enough to know that I know what is best for them. But I say they claim they love me, they claim they serve me, but it is not true. For I say they are serving the confusion, the delusion, the madness of the age and calling it me. But I say that I, the living God, will not be brought down to the standard of vileness and corruption that they are satisfied in. For I say they prove they are mindless, they prove they are faithless, they prove they are empty-headed fools. And I say all the while they think through their lies and pretension and hypocrisy that they get by. And I say they trust in their own understanding far beyond trusting in me. And I say they would rather hear what demons will tell them. They would rather listen to the world and go by the standard of the same. They would rather be cursed than be blessed by me. I say this day that I, the living God, am thoroughly wearied with the ones who are claiming that they are my people. It is simply not true. For I say that the ones who love me will keep my commandments, they will obey me, and they will be trusting me. But I say that the multitude who claims that they are my people are living in delusion and confusion, and I say they are full of whoredom. And I say they go after that which I, the living God, have forbidden, and they claim that it is all right with me. I say, can you consider how ugly it is unto me when people will use my name in fraudulence, in pretension, in hypocrisy, then claim that I, the living God, am the one who is with them? That is, they do those things that are wicked, perverse, and vile before me, then they claim they are serving me. I say it is not me that they serve, it is not me that they follow after or obey. But I say they are simply obeying the darkness, the evil of this world, and loving it so. I say that I, the living God, never called thee to darkness, to evil, but I say that I've called thee to the truth and the light, the mercy of who I am. I say that I've called thee to be ever strengthened, knowing that I am thy life source, knowing that I am thy mercy, knowing that I am thy truth. For I say, when it is me, the living God, that you will keep believing and trusting and hoping in, you will not ever be made ashamed. But I say, when you are looking to the arm of flesh, to the filthy, vile world, to the corruption of demons, of course you are judged a fool. I say this day, why not be thankful for the privilege to walk uprightly? Why not be thankful for the privilege to be guided, ever directed by me? That is, why not be thankful that I am the one who is the source of strength and safety, purpose and hope that you are intended to obey. For I say, if you really look upon what it is that I do for thee, there is no end to me. That is, there is no end to the goodness that I, the living God, am well able to provide for the ones who will be trusting themselves to me. Now consider, there are many in this age who are foolish. I say they live in vanity and vexation. I say they live afar off from me because they have refused to trust in me. I say this day, do not be full of fear and doubt and unbelief, but I say be ever trusting, believing, and hoping in me. For I say, when you will your will to obey, to walk in my way, to keep your confidence ever in me, you will see that I do bring thee forth. And yes, you will see that I do uplift thee continually, for I am the one who is able. I say that I, the living God, do not find any pleasure in those who are headstrong to have their own way. For I say, when they get their way, all they get is more troubles. Then I say, they whine and cry unto me. But I say, if you consider that the troubles compounded are of their own choosing, and therefore they are losing out with me. And I say, for all of their sufferings, I say they count as nothing before me. For I say, there are many who suffer through their own disobedience, through their own headstrong determination to have their own way. Now consider that I, the living God, do not call thee to behave as fools, but I call thee to be made wise. That is, I call thee to be uplifted in that which I give thee, which is the truth and the light always. I say that I call thee to be thankful that you can indeed be strengthened in the purpose, the plan that I give thee day by day. For I say, through me, the living God, you are given the mercy and the truth and the life, the hope of who I am. I say, be glad, be glad, be glad that I give to thee the direction, the correction, that yes, you have need of to be ever brought forth in me. And I say, be glad that through me you are given the strength to endure, and the way wherein you are meant to walk. I say this day, if you want to be spared from the wrath, the fury, the indignation that I am bringing forth, I say, walk circumspectly in me. That is, ever trusting that it is me, the living God, who is well able to keep thee and guide thy way. I say, if you really consider the wretchedness, the misery that men are in, when they cry out unto me, and I come forth in them, and give them newness of life, then they turn to look to the world once again. They turn to listen for demons, and they turn to imitate the ways of the heathen. I say, what fools they are. For I say, none of those things was able to bring them up out of the despair, the anguish, the troubles that they were in. I say, it is only me, the living God, who was indeed the deliverer, the salvation, mercy unto them. Then I say, when they resort to the former elements, that is, the lesser gods, I say, of course, they are a grief unto me. For I say that I intended that my own people would have no other God before me or beside me, but that they would worship me. I say this day, be glad for the privilege to love, to serve, to obey me, to come forth in my way. I say, be thankful that it is me, the living God, and me alone you are privileged to worship, to love, to choose, to obey, and follow after. That in the days of my wrath, my fury revealed, that you are kept in the ark of my safety, under my mercy, rejoicing in me.